Wait. Yeah,
Hi, Samuel. How are you today?
pretty good, pretty good. Just a tad busy, unfortunately. Sorry
Oh,
about all the confusion.
that's okay. All right. It happens. I'm glad we were able to work out a meeting time for today. All right. Um, okay. So I'm just kind of looking at my notes for what we did last time. All right. So what would you say is your main goal for today? What have you been working on this week, and what would you say is your main focus for today?
As much excitement as I had last week, I didn't have half as much time as I thought to get stuff done.
Oh
So,
man, that's all right.
yeah.
We'll get stuff done now.
Yeah, so this week I had a test for biology. I had what was it? There was the a whole bunch of email mix-ups for the piano studio lab. I hit a deer going 60, so three qu 2/3 of my lights on the left side is all broken. And yeah,
Yikes.
it was yeah, it could have been worse. So yeah, kind of a kind of a wonky week. And even now, I still yesterday I was supposed to do a piano technique assignment, but
Yeah.
I didn't do it in time.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I think this week I want to try recording us. Well, my goal is to get at least one of the scripts recorded and edited. And I kind of want to see where I'm messing up in the editing because I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons why it sounds so blah.
Yeah, that's all right. So what would you say would be, so that was kind of a lot. So thinking about where we're at, I think that working on getting your clips and your reels up to date is going to
hmm
be the first focus, and getting those put together and finalized so that we can share where you're at with everyone and start getting you booked for jobs. So, thinking about what clips we have done right now, what clips do you have finished that are ready to go?
Mm. Okay, this is gonna sound blah, perfectionistic, but I'm kind of not liking any of them.
Oh,
So
that's okay. That's all
the
right. Then we just
wizard.
work on something else.
hmm So remember the narration ones you gave me last week?
Yes.
So I still got them, and I was wondering if we could, do the recording and editing process.
Okay. Absolutely. Yeah. So, we're going to walk through that together with the scripts we worked on last time. Yeah.
hmm
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so then let's go ahead, and I want you to go ahead and pick one of those two that you want to mainly focus on first.
Uh, I think I gotta go with where is it? I don't like how these things are all. I mean, I have them here in notes. Notes just does a weird thing where it just stretches so far out to the side. I think I want to do I think I want to do the professionalism one because I know I
Okay,
was having a little trouble with that last week.
sure, absolutely. Yeah, so we
hmm
just want to polish it up even more. Love it.
Exactly. Yeah. Just gonna put it into a doc real quick. I always find this weird with Google. Or at least for mine, it keeps using Yahoo. So it pulls up everything but what I want. Maybe if I do it in Microsoft. Yeah, there it is.
So I'm gonna change the permissions so that you're able to share everything with me.
Deal.
All right, perfect. So should be able to do that now. All right. And that way, as we're going through the recording techniques, you can, you know, show what you're doing.
Yeah. Let me find where is it? I'm losing my mind. Trying to find Audacity. Oh, there it is. Skip, okay. Do some of that. Am I share my dish? I want to put this into a small tab so I can see both. There we go. All nice and set. All nice and organized. Now I just gotta screen record. Here it is. Audacity. There we go. So I got this tab, and over on the other side is the script.
Yes, perfect. All right, great. So, all right. So the first thing you're going to do is you're looking at this. You've got your microphone set up and everything.
Yo,
Great. So let's click on audio setup.
it's blocking the top.
Yeah.
Insert.
So it's on your top right in that gray area. Audio setup. It has the picture of the speaker with the sound waves coming out.
Yep, just gotta resize it because
No
the
problem.
little the little bar at the top is
Sure.
hiding it. Sneaky. Audio setup.
Perfect. All right. And then you're going to check your playback device and your recording device. So make sure that you've got the audio running through your audio interface, and then your playback device, you want to select where you want the sound to be coming out. So if you want it to come through your headphones plugged into the Focusrite, then you'll keep it where it is. If you want it to come through your computer speakers, you can select that. So you pick where you want that audio to play back for you. All right, so we checked that.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are going to check our sound waves. I'm going to show you on mine just so that you can see the difference. For some reason, I'm not seeing in the top right on yours this like microphone and speaker with like the LR, and it has -54 over to the 0.
Is it showing? Can I
Oh, yes,
hide
now it's
this?
showing. Yes. So before I can see it. So what I want you to do is hover over the microphone, and you're going to click that.
Oh, oops.
Click on the little microphone next to the LR with the -54. Okay, and you're going to say enable silent monitoring, which is that
This
top
one?
one. So then when you talk, you're going to see the sound waves feeding in and what volume they're at. How loud or soft are they? All right, so go ahead and try
Hmm.
talking, just like testing one, two, three, just say random things.
Okay. Testing, testing. One, two, three. The royal crown sits on top of the golden throne within the city of
Perfect. So you
Athens.
see that blue line, that's showing you the farthest the sound waves went. I usually aim for about -6 because when I get excited and get into something, I tend to get a little bit louder. And I don't want it to go
Hmm.
beyond the 0. So I usually aim for around the -6 when I'm practicing or, just doing the test because I know myself and I tend to get a little bit louder as I record. So right now it's at a good level. So what we're going to do
Okay.
then is you're just going to push the big red circle to get the recording going when you're ready. So it's okay if we do multiple takes. So if you want to just like record as we're warming up into it, that's fine. Or if you'd rather just wait, that's okay too. So usually I do a practice take before I dive into recording. I make sure that I've practiced and I'm in a good place. And then I'll do 3 takes recording and then I'll pick my favorite of those 3 is what I
Oh.
usually do. So, so do you want to try your first take recording?
Yeah, yeah. Let's do
All
it.
right, let's do
Let's
it.
do it. So, okay. When I move, I'm gonna get a second monitor because every yes, it doesn't like using the two tabs the same. What if I do that again? Okay, yeah. Yep. So just gonna throw this up there, highlight which one I want to be reading. Oh, I wish I could screen share both sides.
Oh,
There we go. Yep. That makes it a bit easier. Here. So, yep, I'm gonna start. Professionalism is more than just how you dress. It's about how you present yourself, interact with your colleagues, and handle workplace situations. Here are a few key principles. Punctuality matters. Arriving on time shows respect for others' time and contributes to workplace efficiency. Respect and courtesy. Treating coworkers with kindness and respect fosters collaboration and productivity. Accountability. Treating coworkers with kindness and respect fosters collaboration and accountability. Your own responsibilities and following through with them. Maintaining professionalism creates trust and credibility in the workplace. I think I messed up.
that's okay. Let's do it again. That's why I usually do at least one, even if I've practiced it in the past, at least one practice run through.
Yup.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead. We'll just try it again. No big deal. Let's go ahead and we'll just X out that. We'll just redo it.
Yeah. And this time I'll sound a little more professional. Professionalism is more than just how you dress. It's about how you present yourself, interact with your colleagues, and handle workplace situations. Here are a few key principles. Punctuality matters. Arriving on time shows respect for others' times and contributes to workplace efficiency. Respect and courtesy. Treating coworkers with kindness and respect fosters collaboration and productivity. Accountability. Your own responsibilities and following through on your commitments. Maintaining professionalism creates trust and credibility for you and your coworkers in the workplace. I had to add that little bit at the end because this script was a little weird to read.
Oh, that's okay. It's just an example clip, so it really
Yeah.
doesn't have to be exact for this particular thing. So if you want to tweak it a bit, totally fine.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
yeah.
so good. All right, so what did you like about that take?
Mm, I like the timing a little better than the first one, along with not accidentally reading the line above it.
Okay.
Um, what I think I was forgetting though was definitely the fluctuation in highs and lows.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Should I delete this one or?
Yeah, I think we can get it even better. Yeah. So let's do it
Yeah.
again.
Mm-hmm. Ahem. Professionalism is more than just how you dress. Action. I forgot the smile. Yeah. Okay. Professionalism is more than just how you dress. It's about how you present yourself, interact with colleagues, and handle workplace situations. Here are a few key principles. Punctuality matters. Arriving on time shows respect for others' times and contributes to workplace efficiency. Respect and courtesy. Treating coworkers with kindness and respect fosters collaboration and productivity. Accountability. Your own responsibilities and following through on your commitments. Maintaining professionalism creates trust and credibility for you and your coworkers in the workplace. Yes, I like it a lot.
Nice. Good. Awesome. All right, so what was your favorite thing about
Hmm.
that
That had
particular
to
take?
be. That had to be that I was keeping my mind on the ball about what to do. Um, Kind of making sure I got those fluctuations, make myself, sound a bit like someone you can open up to. Like this
Mhm.
guy's telling me the truth, that this will make me a better employee. Kind of a little more welcoming of a voice.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, more welcoming. Good. And um, it sounds optimistic. It sounds more like outgoing and friendly. And
Mm-hmm.
before there were a lot of like pauses where it felt like you were kind of thinking about what you wanted to do, and it felt a little bit more like you were kind of doing what you thought you should do. So it just sounded like you were thinking a lot more. And so this
Uh,
time to me, it felt like it flowed a lot more smoothly and that it felt like it was going somewhere and you had more intention with it, which I really liked. Um,
mm-hmm.
is there anything that you would want to change about it?
Uh, Not really, to be honest. I think that was a good take.
Okay, I liked it too. Good. All right, so then if we are going to edit that, all right, so what we're going to do is let's just go through some quick edits. I like to leave about half a second to a second at the beginning of silence. So we're going to just chop out all of that silence before that.
Yep.
I like to do and delete that and then do a fade in for the beginning, creates a nice polish. So we're going to highlight that opening and then you'll go up to effect and we're going to go to fading, which is at the top, and then you're going to do fade in. Then, now this is a shorter script, so we didn't have as much starting and stopping, but when I'm doing like a long full chapter or something, there's a lot of starting and stopping. So I'll go through and I'll look for any moments where I broke and stopped for a moment. I'll make sure the spacing is good. So I'll just kind of look through and scroll over to the end,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll make sure all this spacing is good on my way. Then at the end, I usually leave about 1 second to 2 seconds of silence. And then I just delete all the rest of it. And then I do a fade out at the end. So just like we did at the beginning, I'm going to add a fade out. So I'll go up to Effect and go to Fading and Fade Out. Great.
There
So
we
then what
go.
we're going to do is we're going to select the entire track. All right. So you're going to exactly go up to Effect now. And we are going to add some things that just kind of polish the sound. So I go to Volume and Compression. And I'm going to apply the loudness normalization. The next thing I'm going to do is so push apply, and then you're going to go up to effect again. And you're going to go to the same at the top, volume and compression. Over to the right side, you're going to click normalize. And we're going to apply that. So now we're going to go up to effect again. And we're going to go to volume and compression. We do a lot with that. And
Yeah.
um let's do the compressor
Impressive.
and apply. And then let's do the limiter. So go to effect and we'll go to volume and compression limiter. And we will go ahead and apply that. So limit 2 decibel, that all looks good. And then we're going to go to amplify at the top and apply our amplification. All right, so the next thing that I recommend doing, so we'll apply that, it senses how much we need to boost it. I like to highlight some silent space, so highlight a chunk of the silence. So
Uh
find a big chunk of silence and you're just going to highlight that, not where you had a fade in or fade out,
oh.
a moment of silence that is unaffected. All right, so yeah, like that's a nice big chunk right there. A good pause. All right, so you're gonna go up to effect. Then you're gonna
Effect.
go to noise removal and repair. And then we're gonna go to noise reduction. Now you're going to do step 1 of noise reduction, which is get noise profile. So it's going to analyze the silence, that room noise. So we get that first. Then you're going to select the entire track and we apply step 2 of noise reduction. So it's not going to mess with your voice. It's only taking out any room noise. So we go to noise reduction and we say, okay. We just trust it to know what it's doing. So then that helps with any room noise or buzzing, any mic feedback, anything like that. So up to, we're going to select again. And then we're going to go back to effect. This time we're going to go back where we just were to the noise removal and repair, but this time we're going to do click removal.
Click
So that's
removal.
if you have any like saliva clicks or like funny
Oh.
sounds that your mouth makes, it's going to take those out. So we're going to apply that.
I wish I learned about that last time.
Yeah. All right. And as a last step, I like to go back and check that we're amplified where we need to be. If there's anything we need to like add or make bigger. So I'll just like select everything and I'll just check that those last couple things I did didn't change the volume. So I'll just select it all and then I'll go back to effect and go to amplify. It's going to analyze the audio and tell me if I need to adjust the volume. Yeah. So we're going to apply that and it's just going to tweak it. It just makes sure that we stay where there's no distortion of the audio. So let's go ahead and listen to this now.
Hmm. Sounds wonderful. Yeah.
Good. All right. So we go through and we're like, all right, I like that. It's sounding like what I would hope it would sound like, nice and polished. All right. So what we're going to do is save this. So I want you to think of a name that'll help you remember like what kind of voice you're using. So I might do something like e-learning or like friendly corporate, like something that helps me know the kind of voice that I recorded there.
Oh, would it be export or save project?
Good question. All right, so let's go ahead and export the audio as an MP3, but then we're also going to save the project file. All right, so choose a name that's going to help you find it, and then make sure you save it in a folder for these clips in 2025 so you know where to find those.
Go. Yep, MP3. Is there a way to yep, browse? In sec, gonna make a new folder. Where will I do? I will put this on the desktop. Add a new folder. And that's not what I. Who's Truman? Um. Actually, wait. How do I make? Oh, here. Let's do. Let's call it. Uh, voice over projects 2025. Now we will try this again. Go to the desktop. Yeah, that is. Then save,
Great.
export. And then you said save it as well.
Yes, save it as a project file as well. So the MP3 is the concrete audio that you can play on any device, but the project file is going to be specifically for this program.
Okay. So I don't know what save project is for an Audacity project, not an audio file. For an audio file.
Yes.
Oh wait, so it's already saved it.
So
Oh,
it's telling you like what it is. So you need to pick where you want to save it and put the file name at the bottom. So that
okay.
that white bubble at the bottom next to save, you're going to type in the title of what you want it to say.
I'm gonna title it e-learning 2025. Um, this would I'm gonna say SP for saved project
Okay,
and save. There we go.
nice. All
Hmm.
right, very good. So then let's go ahead and we're going to set this aside for a second and we're going to record the other script. And then we're going to go through what we want to do with them for the reel. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through that other script first. All right,
Okay.
so we've got that saved. We don't have to worry about it for a minute. Let's open a new Audacity project.
Yep.
Great.
Gonna edit, open. Do I? Oh, whoops. Do I click new or do I click open?
New.
New.
Open is going to be for opening your project files or opening audio files. So we are specifically focusing on creating a new project.
Okay. So just gonna toss that one aside then. And then share the new tab that just popped up. If only I could find the wait. how to. Yes, I want to share this one. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Okay. I think for the second one, I kind of want to do that crime one we did yesterday. I mean, not last week.
Sure, yeah,
The really
absolutely.
sneaky
Maybe it felt
one.
like yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed class so much I didn't even notice time went by. So yeah, practice take.
Yep,
Welcome to Crimes Uncovered, a podcast that delves deep into the chilling stories of real life mysteries, shocking crimes, and the dark truths lurking beneath the surface. I'm your host, Samuel, and together we'll navigate the twists and turns of unsolved cases, notorious criminals, and the lives changed forever by these haunting events. Tonight, we explore a case that has been left a lasting mark on the community. A crime so twisted that the truth feels out of reach. This is the story of the Cornstalk Killer, and it's a tale filled with deception, fear, and unanswered questions. Join me as we uncover the details, unravel the mystery, and try to make sense of the unthinkable. Are you ready to walk down this dark path with us? Because the truth is waiting to be discovered.
nice. Good. All right. So, what did you think about that?
Mm, I think I had a bit of I like this new kind of voice. It's a little more expressive with the script. But something I didn't like has to be I was kind of fumbling up a little, and the voice did kind of fluctuate between accents.
Yeah.
It was like one time it was British, the next it was like part Indian, then ne after that it was like it's like sort of calico. I don't know the right word for it, but so
So,
this time
yeah.
is it?
So I thought that you were really diving into the character. I thought that it really was coming to life and that you were a little more exploratory with those acting choices, which was really fun to see, and a little more comfortable with the script this time. Like you just kind of knew more where it was going and what you wanted to do with it. So a clearer vision, more intention. Really nice. So,
Thank you.
yeah, really nice. Okay, so then, um, all right, so then let's see. I feel like I want you to just be more like playful with it, if that makes sense. Like have a little more fun with it and find a little more of like, I feel like you could have moments of being like really giddy and like just moments of delight.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I can definitely do that.
Great.
So should I delete this track?
Let's keep that one, but let's also make another. So that's a great learning opportunity. So you're going to go up to the top and you're going to go to tracks, add new. We're going to click mono track. And then what you're going to do is just go to that audio 2 and click solo so that when you play, you're not going to be hearing the other track playing, right? It's just this one. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
You could also mute audio one. If you had like five tracks and you wanted to hear three of them, but not the other two, you can just mute those two. But if you want solo and you have like seven tracks, it'll make it where all you hear is the one you're working on. So solo is gonna be a, quick way to do it if you have a bunch of tracks. All right, so
Yeah.
we're gonna try another take where we just have that really like delighted, fun spirit.
Yep. I can do that. I can do that. I'm just gonna time to figure out if I can still do that like the woo.
Yeah.
Yep. Let me try. Welcome to Crimes Uncovered, the podcast that delves deep into the chilling stories of real life mysteries. Ouch. It's weird. I think okay, one, I am definitely got definitely peaking. And second of all, I can still hear it.
You can hear the other one playing.
I think so.
You shouldn't be able to. You should only be able to hear yourself. But just because maybe for some reason there's a glitch, let's go ahead and mute audio one. So what you're going to do is go up to audio one and mute it. You'll click
Yep.
mute in that gray on the left side. Are you hearing
Oh,
it?
nope.
Okay.
Just in case though.
So you probably maybe were hearing yourself with a slight delay, is what I would guess.
I might have, yeah. So yeah, this time I'm gonna try and keep it a bit quieter.
Okay.
Welcome to Crimes Uncovered, the podcast that delves deep into the chilling mysteries of real life.
I okay, that time I had it by the nose, I just wasn't looking at it.
That's all right.
So really giddy.
Welcome to Crimes Uncovered, the podcast that delves deep into the chilling stories and real life mysteries, shocking crimes, and the dark truths been hidden beneath the surface. I'm your host, Samuel, and together we'll navigate the twists and turns of unsolved cases, notorious criminals, and the lives changed forever by these haunting events. Tonight, we explore a case that has left a lasting mark in the community. A crime so twisted, the truth just still feels out of reach. This time, the story of the corn stalk killer, and its tale filled with deception, fear, and the unanswered questions. Join me as we uncover the details, unravel the mysteries, and try to make sense of the unthinkable. Are you ready to walk down this dark path with us? Because the truth is waiting to be discovered.
Woo!
Nice. Good. What did you think of that take?
I
How was
think it
that
was
different?
a lot more energy, a lot more honestly, a lot more thinking about where I had to kind of put that high bit on. I mean, because I mean, even in that one, I felt that I didn't emphasize on the truly, the parts that I really wanted to pinpoint on.
Yeah.
Hmm. But I did like that character voice a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was really fun. So, what did you like about each of those takes? Because they were pretty different.
Hmm. Even if this was the first one, I think this one had a lot more, what's the word? I was a lot more conscious about which words I really wanted to show. I really wanted the listeners to focus on.
Sure, yeah.
This one definitely was attention grabbing for this was a lot more attention grabbing. A little had a lot more of that high and low, but definitely still in that higher range. But this one definitely was a lot more. This one was a lot funner to do. I I mean, I would say, I mean, I like doing both of them. I like doing both of them. This one was a lot more precise on what I wanted. This
Hmm.
one was sounding a lot more like I wanted.
Nice.
Hmm.
Awesome. Good. So then I was thinking if we picked like a character inspiration, that might clarify it even further for us. So if you picked a person or like a character for something that you thought would really embody the character, who do you think would be that? Like an actor, a person in life?
Hmm. I'm one. I gotta say, it's gotta be either the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland or, oh, I just had his name. Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Mad Hatter.
All right, I love it.
His voice is so hard to do though, like his weird accent.
Mhm.
It's like something of it. Yeah, I can't do it. I haven't watched the movie enough to do it. Um,
That's okay.
mm,
So let's go ahead and even if you're like, I'm not totally 100% sure what that would sound like, um, like if it was actually them, you still have an idea of their personality and the flow. And, you can still allow some of them and what they would do to be part of the nuance of what you do, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and try that.
Yep. Should I make a third track?
Sure.
It's time for a third track. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Mm, Ah, click solo, just in case. Clicking on mute. Then, okay, yeah. Yep.
All right. So when you're ready, let's try it.
Welcome to Crimes Uncovered, a podcast that delves deep into the chilling stories of real life mysteries, shocking crimes, and the dark truths lurking beneath the surface. I'm your host, and together we'll navigate the twists and turns of unsolved cases, the notorious criminals, and the lives changed forever by these haunting events. Tonight, we explore a case that has left a lasting mark on its community, a crime so twisted that the story still feels out of reach. This is the story of the Cornstalk Killer, and its tale filled with deception, fear, and unsolvable questions. Join me as we uncover the details, unravel the mystery, and try to make sense of the unthinkable. Now, are you ready to walk down this dark path with us? Because the truth is just waiting to be discovered.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of like that one a lot better.
Yeah, see? Sometimes I felt like we could take it just a little farther. So I was like, "Oh, we should try this."
Yeah, the character inspiration helped.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. Awesome. So we're going to take that last take then, and we're going to do the editing that we just did.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to go in there and And we're gonna first chop off that silence at the beginning.
Mhm. Then we'll do the fading in. Oh, I was clicking on the wrong thing. The fade in. Actually, I want to turn this back to full screen. Then we'll do this is a long one.
It
Where's the
is.
end? Wow, this dude sounds so creepy. I wouldn't let this man into my house. There we go. And the fade in. I mean, fade out. Out. Then it was select all, right?
Yes.
D. It
So you're
was
gonna do a bunch of these. Basically everything except auto duck you're gonna do.
yeah.
So
So,
if you wanted, you could just go backwards from bottom to top. Some
oh,
of them matter more about the order than others, but if you want to simplify, you could just go bottom to top.
I'll go the other way. So it started with loudness normalization, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's
Cool.
what I do.
Yeah.
And then I do normalize,
And normalize
and then I add the compressor
the compressor.
and the limiter.
There we go. Yeah.
Mhm. All right. And then we are going to do the amplify, and then we're going to do the noise removal and repair.
Deal. Damn, there's like no pauses here. What was I up to? Is that a I feel like this is a good part. Then we'll do the so it's noise reduction, right?
Yes. So for every project, you're going to highlight a silent section. You're going to do step one, and then you're going to, so you click that, it'll close, and then you'll select the entire track, and then you're going to apply step two.
Oh, okay. Yup. Then it was click removal, right?
Yes. hmm And then the last thing is we are going to try just
Yeah.
amplifying at the end, just make sure it's a good volume. Now, one thing I want to point out with this particular take is it's very dramatic. So, as you listen through, you're going to notice there are moments that are louder and softer. So, I probably would go through and find those softer moments and then just amplify those individually. So, I'd probably zoom in a little bit, and you're going to find those moments like that look like they're just a lot softer, right? So if I look, it's like from around 6 seconds to 9 seconds is just a whole lot softer. So I'm gonna try to maybe starting like around that 5 second after that, where that chunk begins. I might highlight, in between there. So you might have to kind of like zoom in a little bit possibly, but you're going to find places where you can kind of go between, and then you're going to apply amplification to that. Now, I don't usually do the extreme of that because it might sound weird. So I'll do a little bit less loud than it says usually when I do this. So you'll go up to effect. And then we're going to do volume and compression, amplify. Now it says, 6. I might do like 4 just because I don't want to go so loud that it messes it up.
Yeah.
So, because then sometimes it just sounds real weird. So let's go
Yeah.
find all the spots that are softer like that throughout. Um, and so that like 11 seconds to 15, that chunk there is a whole lot softer. So I'd probably highlight there and bump that up as well.
Yeah, so like around here or here.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's part of the word, not a breath, I believe. So I'd probably highlight before and then like highlight all the way over and then amplify.
Ooh,
Maybe
that's a
like
big number.
6 because that's a lot. 8.
Yeah.
So I just like go a couple decibels quieter so it still flows. Then I'm going to scooch over to the right and see where the next chunk is that's a little bit softer. That all looks okay up until maybe like 20, 20 to 21, like in between there. And I might do, yeah, like where you're hovering all the way over to like 24 maybe would be a good chunk.
Yeah. Let's go. Hmm, like 5.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we're gonna scooch on over again. I don't know if I'd mess with that little tail off because it doesn't really like it's all connected. So I'd probably leave that. And I'd scooch along. I think that's probably okay. Hmm. Yeah, it's like a lot of spots where it sort of like tapers. So I might start like a little before 38 and go like over to 42-ish.
Like
Like maybe before that might be easier to chunk it. Like maybe the spot before that even, because that looks like it might connect. So you can always zoom in as well if you want to get a little more specific. Yeah, you see how it's like an actual dead spot right there?
right here.
Before. Let's try that chunk before, yeah. And then let's scroll all the way over to let's see what happens after that. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I might go all the way to like 40, 42. Yeah. And then apply there.
Should I do 4?
Yeah.
Deal. There we go. For a sec. Got some loud parts. The tapered fun again.
Yeah. Because it needs to be like, if it just all flows like that, there's not really anywhere to edit into?
Mm.
Um, so that's what I look for. But like this last chunk here for sure we can do.
Oh, damn. 13 or should I go less?
Yeah, I'd go probably less, like 10.
Yeah. Spooky. Should I have that breath there?
If you don't like it, if you feel like it's distracting, you can take it out.
Is it possible to just mute that thing into non-existence?
Sure.
Yeah. Mm, thank God I don't have a camera because I'm I'm getting chills from cringing. Oh, yeah, this dude is creepy. Well, yeah, I like I like it a bunch how it turned out.
Awesome. Great. Good. Okay. Well, good. So then, um, all right. So if you were going to, you know, think about what you would do from here, we're going to export it as an MP3. We're also going to save it as an Audacity project file. So your next thing you're going to think about is if I was going to add any sound to this, what kind of like music, sound effects would I usually have for those? Um, Maybe for like e-learning, it could be more of like
Kind of
welcome
like
to our company, like more corporate, like background music. And then for this one, something that sets the mood a little bit more, something that's more cinematic.
yeah. I can definitely picture like elevator music for the e-learning one. And
Yeah.
for this one, I could really think of definitely that chilling, haunting sort of or a soft orchestral in the background.
hmm Yeah. So for this week, I want you to try to find some music. Okay. So you can look places like this is one of my favorites. I really like the way these two that I'm going to give you are organized. They're really easy to work with the site and figure out what you want. So audionautics.com is one that I think is great. Then you can just download stuff from there. Another that's really nice is Zapsplat. They do limit you to like 10 per half hour or something, but I mean, that's
Oh
fine
yeah.
unless you like buy an upgraded membership. And you do have to make a login, but I've never had them email or anything. So, like, it's
Yeah.
just to log in and to limit how many you can download per hour so that their site isn't overloaded. But yeah,
Yeah.
so those two are really great. They've got tons of really good sounds and music and also they're just really easy to search through too. Like they've got search bars, they've got categories you can search by. So really easy to find stuff there.
hmm
Yeah.
I haven't tried Audio Nautics,
Yeah.
but
I would check
Zapsplat
it out.
is a Zapsplat's a really fun one to use.
hmm Yeah.
hmm So yeah, I'll get those other scripts recorded too.
Sure.
So hopefully by next week not hopefully, definitely by next week, I'll have a reel for narrations.
Good. Excellent.
hmm
Awesome. All right. Beautiful work. So
Thank you
then,
very much.
yeah. So awesome. For next time, you're going to get the sounds, and then we're going to go through how we would take these and put them into a reel. Now, for the reel, we are going to need more than just these two. If
hmm
we're making just a general reel, we want to have a couple characters, a couple commercials, and a couple narration that are all contrasting. So try to find at least two more scripts that are going to challenge you for this week. So it could be a commercial, it could be a contrasting narration, it could be a contrasting character. All right. So two new scripts that you're going to work on this week, and then also finding the music that we're going to use for next time. Sound good?
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Excellent. Awesome. I'll see you then.
Yep. See you then.
All
Thank
right.
you
Bye,
very much.
Samuel.